Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below for content like this and many more. For all your current subscribers, I just want to continue to say thank you so much for the support. Thank you for sticking by me. I really appreciate it. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. As of this recording, I am up to 774 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support and spread the word to my channel. And now, what do I have in front of me? This is a 2014 Kia Sorento SXL. L is for limited. This is the top of the line Kia back in 2014. This is all-wheel drive. This has a 3.3 liter V6, 290 horsepower, and 252 pounds-feet of torque. I made it to a 6-speed automatic. This particular model is the all-wheel drive one. It's top of the line. It has all panoramic sunroof, heated and cooled front seats, heated steering wheel, power folding mirrors, and so much more features. And again, this is a 2014. I'm going to talk about it, review it real quick, and tell you guys how you can get this for less than a brand new Toyota Corolla. That's right. This costs less than a brand new Toyota Corolla, and you can get something like this, which is a 3-row family SUV. Stay tuned, that is coming up next. Okay, we are back. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is a 2014 Kia Sorento SUV. This is all-wheel drive. This has 3.3 liter V6 engine that makes 290 horsepower and 253 pounds-feet of torque. 52, excuse me. Made it to a 6-speed automatic. This is the all-wheel drive version. This has a panoramic sunroof. It has heated and cool front seats, power folding mirrors. This is what the key looks like. So you press lock twice and you see the mirrors folding. You press it twice and then you see them come to life. At night, the lights will turn on because the sensor knows it's nighttime, and the headlights will turn on and illuminate your way. And just walking around this, the front styling is very nice, very restrained. So starting with the lighting, with the lights, this has, of course, this is a LED strip right here. You got incandescent turn signals, HID low beam with auto leveling, because this is a 2014. LEDs were not a commonplace in modern cars. Incandescent high beam. This has, of course, fog lights. You know, they're LED because the person who owns this car changed it to LED. You do have the nice little stylized front grille. And just walking around it, it's not a bad looking SUV. This because it's the top of the line trim, has 19-inch wheels wrapped around 235/55 tires. This particular car has Firestone Destination tires. Optional running board, all-wheel drive badge, which is very weirdly, Kia puts it on the doors, not the back. So unless you want to know what kind of, if it's all-wheel drive or not, you got to look on the side doors to know that it's all-wheel drive or not. This has keyless entry, so you can push a button here to lock it and unlock the doors. And just walking around it, the styling is very nice, very restrained but simple. These are LED taillights. Again, this is 2014, so this is all LED right here. This is the brake light, and this is the taillight portion. Turn signal and reverse is incandescent. You got your reflectors here. Because this is the top of the line version, this has integrated parking sensors in the back to show you, let you know on the screen when you're backing up. SXL B6 badge right here. And nice big Sorento badge right there. Let's take a look at a quick look of the cargo area. And being that it's a 3-row SUV, it's big. This is where the 3rd row seats live. So you can pull them up like so, and you have access to the 3rd row. Not exactly big, it's really meant for kids, but it does have it, and it does have a huge panoramic sunroof, which we'll go over later in the interior section. Fold them back, and this particular this trim has climate control for the third row seats. You do got cup holders right here and speakers all over the place, and you have a little cubby here for the jack and tools and things of that nature. But let's keep walking around it, walking around the styling and the outside, and it's, you know, it's a handsome little SUV. I mean, it has a all glass roof, very nice and restrained. So let's take a look at the interior, the tech, the features, and then we go for a quick final drive. Oh, before we take a look at the interior, I'll take a look at the engine bay, show you guys what that looks like running the V6 power plant. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's take a look at the engine bay. This has hood struts, so nice and easy to keep the hood open. And there it is, the honest to God, honest and decent power plant. This is a V6 motor, 3.3 V6, making 290 horsepower, made it to a 6-speed automatic. This engine is also shared with its sister car, the Hyundai Santa Fe XL, also the Kia Carnival minivan, which was the Sedona, now it's a Carnival, and things of that nature. But it's a very reliable power plant. No real issues, no turbo, no supercharging, and that's pretty much it. Simple. All right, let's take a look at the interior, the tech, and then we go for a quick drive. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. Now, to get in the car, of course, you put your hand on the door handle and press this button here, and you can get in. And this is where you see that Kia started getting serious about their design and design language. And this is nice, even though, you know, this is of course hard plastic materials, but this, because it's a fully loaded version, does have memory seats for the seats and the mirrors. Of course, power windows and door locks, auto up and down on the driver's side. You got the button here for the power folding mirror. So if you press that, you see the mirrors fold in. And hello, you guys see me there. Press it again to unfold. This particular has the Infinity sound system. So this is pre Bose days, and this is where you open access to fuel door, and nice big pockets here for bottles and stuff like that. Very deep. And on this side of the dashboard, you have traction control button on and off, button for the heated steering wheel, button for the blind spot warning, this is Kia's first production vehicle with blind spot warning. You can center lock diff button right here to turn it on and off, and then the dimmer switch. All right, let's step inside, and it gives you a nice little welcome screen there, because it does have an LCD instrument cluster, a speedometer. Put your foot on the brake, and then the vehicle comes to life. You do have very simple, straightforward gauges. You do have regular analog gauges here for the speedometer. The tachometer. You do have a LCD screen here, which you can control it with this button right here, and you can cycle through things like, for example, this is the audio. If you have the music on, navigation, when you have the navigation turn by turn navigation turned on, it will show you the instructions right there, kind of like a heads up display type of thing. It will show you right there what the next turn is. This is your service reminder, and this is your settings screen, so you can go in here and change things like, you know, the door locks, the lighting settings, vehicle settings, service intervals, and things of that nature. And this is the range and MPG gauge. So, and like I mentioned in the intro of the video, this is of course a family SUV. There is the optional 8-inch infotainment screen, and you turn it on like so. Here you got physical controls for the media navigation and things of that. So nice big screen, very easy to use. You do have the button here for the map, navigation. You put here for destination, so things like address, POI, gas stations, and things of that nature, restaurants nearby. and this is your route button. When you're on navigation mode, you could turn the off anymore. And here is your, so you could pair your phones. So, and looking on down here, this is the controls for your cooling and heated seats, and you got physical dials for the climate control. So you do have a climate control screen, so when you press this button right here, you get this full climate control, and it tells you what's going on. You could do different modes, so you press this here, it shows you the feet up and down, which is pretty cool. It's very little animated screen there to show you what's going on with the climate control. It does have dual climate control for passenger and driver, and overall it's not too bad. I mean, the steering wheel is wood and leather. This upper portion here is wood, the rest of the steering wheel is leather, and it's in this particular trim it is heated. You have media controls on the left, and you have cruise control here on the right. And something interesting that this car has back in 2014, you can adjust the steering. That's right, press this little button here and you could have sport, comfort, normal, and sport, which is interesting. Back in 2014, so in sport it gets a little tighter, the steering wheel. This vehicle does have backup camera, no trajectory lines, because that was not available, I guess, at the time when this car was around. Not in a Kia, at least. In other vehicles, maybe. But yeah, it does have nice. The resolution is okay. It's not the best thing in the world. This is the days of course, MP3. So this is does have a CD player here that plays MP3s, and this is the days where it was Series and XM. There were two separate companies. As you can see with the logo there, it doesn't say XM, it just says Series, which is very interesting. You got, there's a nice little shifter, leather wrapped. This is probably faux wood, just like on the door panels and the dashboard. This is all fake wood, not real wood, but overall it's not too bad. Here's a look at what it looks like, the panoramic sunroof, which is massive. And if you close the shade, you can see that shade coming and closing all the way, so everybody gets a nice view. And this is the controls for the sunroof here. You can open and close the sunroof. This is how you open that shade. This is how you open the lighting information. Open the tailgate. Open it right here, and right now it's opening the tailgate as we speak, as you can see that. And then you close it again right there, and this is how you cancel the tailgate button. You can cancel it and have it closed. Let's see, press that again. There it goes, and it's closing. All right, let's take a look at the back seat. Oh, and this particular vehicle does have automatic headlights, as you can see right there. So no automatic wipers yet, but overall it's not the bad place to be in the front. Let's take a look at the back seat, passenger space, and then we go for a quick drive. Stay tuned for that. Okay, stepping into the back seat. Get in, similar materials as in the front, very nicely padded door panels right here. This is a nice little touch, which even back in 2014 this had it, sunshades, which is nice. It is very, very nice. You know, back in 2014 that was almost reserved for you know, quote unquote luxury vehicles, and this has it on both sides, which is nice, especially for the kiddos. More of that faux wood material, which it looks okay. It's a little dark, but it looks okay. There's a quick look of the back seat. This particular, I forgot to mention, this particular vehicle does have Napa leather seats. So that's an ultra soft premium leather. You do have heated rear heated seats right there. One level, traditional power outlet right there, cigarette style. And you do have a household style outlet right here, which you can activate from the front. If I can know how to open it, there you go. There you go. Traditional, you can plug in your gaming console or cell phone, things of that nature, which is kind of cool. and unique to have. So let's step inside to the back seat. I am about 5'8", and the seat is adjusted to how I drive. Not too bad. I mean, the seat is, of course, a little further back than most seats. Most people will probably have it. You do have the air vents are mounted right here, which is interesting. Maybe a little hard to pick up on camera, but there they are. And let's see, closing that sunshade actually gives me a nice little shade from the sun, which that's the whole point. And there's a view of the front instrument cluster, which is very nice, very premium looking ish. You do have that panoramic glass roof, which is very nice. Nothing crazy back here, but the seats, they do got cup holders right here. Nicely fold out right there. You got little cup holders. And these seats are 20-40 split. What that means is that you can fold that one, the middle one, and all three of them individually from each other very nicely. So for example, if you have some weird and awkward item and you want to just fold the middle, you could do that like so, and you have access to the back area right there. You have something long and weird, you can access it that way, which is kind of cool. These seats are reclinable as well, so there is a button on the left hand side, and they are very reclinable to make it very comfortable in here. And they do slide back and forth as well. Being that this is a third row vehicle, you need room for the third row seat. All right, folks, let's go for a drive of the 2014 Kia Sorento. All right, let's drive the 2014 Kia Sorento. And this car, even though is 8 years old, it feels very, very modern. With the exception, of course, of Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, because that did not exist in this particular trim back in 2014. It doesn't feel weird in here. You know, it does have a lot of creature comforts, of course, that a modern vehicle does have. And see, driving here in this gravel road, it's okay when it comes to noise levels. Not too bad, but the V6 engine, the power is not terrible. You know, the transmission, the shift points are decent. They're not geared towards aggressiveness. They're geared towards smoothness, which in a family SUV, that's what you want. You don't want anything shifting, any kind of hard shift or anything like that. But overall, this is not too bad. Again, this SUV was $17K, which is under, for, you know, compared to a brand new car, this is cheaper than a brand spanking new car, which is a lot to say because modern cars are very expensive. Average price for a new car now is well over $35,000, and we're not talking about luxury anything. We're just talking about a regular sedan, regular SUV. You know, and it's crazy. It's just insane. It's insane how, you know, how pricey new vehicles are. This is why getting something used like this is a good proposition, because if you don't mind, of course, spending, you know, getting something on a budget. I mean, 17 grand, that's in the realms of the reach of a lot of people. Turn these seats off. They work very well. 3-level front heated seats and front and cool seats. And you know, you could definitely get a lot. You get a lot for your money with this particular vehicle. And you know, again, stepping on it, it's not terrible. It's not, of course, you know, a red light racer, but in terms of merging power and passing power, this vehicle is more than enough and sufficient. And of course, for family duties, you know, you got third row seats back there. You do have a second row that slides and heated, which is a nice little touch for the northeast folks, or any cold climate area in the country. It's very nice to have heated seats back there. And overall, this is, again, it's quiet. I would love to demonstrate you guys the sound system, but for obvious reasons, copyright infringement, I can't. But for its time, it's not terrible. There is a subwoofer back there, so there are speakers on each door. I'm gonna say maybe 8 speakers, or 10 speakers, give or take, including the sub, which is not too bad. This thing is a little floaty, but overall it does handle well. And then the steering thing, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you put it on sport, it does tighten up the steering a little bit, a little bit more. Instead of being that loose, it makes it a little bit more firm for sporty driving in your family SUV. Well, this has been my quick review and first look at this 2014 Kia Sorento SXL. Thank you for watching, and my apologies for being a little bit absent and not posting as normally as I've used to. I've got a lot of stuff going on, so I am going to try to go back to a normal posting schedule for you guys. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Thanks again for watching. And if you're new here, once again, just do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below, so I can continue to provide you content like this and many more. And before I let you go, I am looking forward to the auto show season, which is in 2023, next year. So I will be heading to the New York International Auto Show and bring you guys things like the brand new Hyundai i6, the new Subaru Impreza, and so much more. New vehicle that just hit the market at the LA Auto Show this past weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and stay safe.